My name is Nee Gutenfelder, and I'm a 4-year ovarian cancer survivor. I have been in ongoing treatment ever since my diagnosis. And ovarian cancer is actually my second gynecologic cancer. I was diagnosed at 27 with cervical cancer, and I went through surgery, radiation, chemotherapy treatment, and I was cured from that. However, I bring that up because having one cancer diagnosis does not make anybody immune from getting another diagnosis. My original cancer did complicate my diagnosis because I had symptoms, but the doctors thought that it was related to side effects from my original cancer treatment. I did have urinary frequency, I had started pelvic floor rehab, I had gained about 5 pounds, which I thought, hey, it's because I'm in menopause. I was at a work conference. My husband raced me to the ER because we thought I had food poisoning. I had hours of diarrhea and vomiting. And it was at the hospital, they ran all kinds of tests that they determined that I had, after doing a CT scan, that there were several masses. I was diagnosed with cervical cancer when I was 27, and I completed treatment during that first year. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer when I was 38 years old. My husband and I, we weren't able to have children, and we were okay with that because living was a higher priority. I was looking for local support for cervical cancer, and there wasn't any. And so I reached out to an ovarian cancer support group, and they just welcomed me with open arms. And so I met all these ovarian cancer survivors during that 11-year span between my 2 cancer diagnoses. And then I was just so sick when I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. There was no way I could have reached out and made these connections, and so the support was already there. And it has been just an emotional roller coaster, and unlike my first diagnosis, I was cured. This time it is incurable. I will be in treatment indefinitely, but I feel like because I have the support, I'm just really grateful for that. I'm just like, okay, what do I need to do next? I'm ready to keep moving forward. Right before I was diagnosed with cancer the first time, my sister had breast cancer. And since she finished treatment, I finished treatment. Both of my parents had cancer. My mom had breast cancer. I had an aunt who passed away from breast cancer. I decided to get genetic testing done because there was concern, because I really believe that there was something more going on. The results came back that I had 2 gene mutations of unknown significance, and I was told, don't worry about it. If there are any changes to the database, I will get notified. So in 2017, just 2 days before my diagnosis, my gynecologic oncologist called because I was still seeing him every year. And he called me and he said that one of the genes got reclassified to a BRCA1 gene. I needed to come in the following week to discuss increased surveillance. But I didn't make it the following week. It was 2 days later I ended up in the ER and told that I had cancer. For anyone who has a family history of ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, really just any type of cancers, I feel like, 1, it's important to understand the family history and have conversations about it. 2, I feel like it's important to have conversations with your doctors about it, just because having the information is so valuable. There are so many things that you can do proactively to closely monitor that, to just protect your family members' health and your own well-being. It's just having that information is so important. Since my cancer diagnosis, something that has really helped me is being involved in the community. And something that I felt was important is for survivors to be able to share their stories, to have a platform to share their stories, to have a voice, because every story is unique and different. So my husband and my sisters helped me start Speak Gyno, an organization to help raise awareness about all gynecologic cancers, as well as a podcast where you get to hear stories from survivors and some healthcare professionals, and it's very informative and educational. Throughout my journey, what I've learned is, yes, cancer and the treatments, it is brutal and hard. I wholeheartedly believe that we beat cancer by living our lives now, because none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. That's how we beat cancer. And that's what I strive to live for. Thank you so much to all of you for showing up and supporting Wheel to Survive, such a great organization. As a survivor, it just means so much that the community is coming together to work towards finding better treatment options and ultimately a cure. It just really means so much and offers us so much hope. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today and supporting this wonderful cause. We've got this.